So how's it going this morning? We woke up to a total smoke show. Back there you can kind of see the outline of the foothills, but they're pretty well covered up today. Alright, today it's mid-August 2020, so we got the Pine Gulch fire in Colorado. 73,000 acres. What else do we have? Grizzly Creek, 13,000 acres. Williams Fork, 1,300 acres. Cameron Peak, 5,100 acres. So that's what's going on. That's what's causing our issues today. So today we're going to jump into a little bit about some air filtration. So here's a New York Times article. I'll put it in the doobly-doo if I can borrow from Av. So pretty much air filter, like your HVAC air filter is what we're talking about. And I usually use, so what we run into is a MERV rating, right? So MERV stands for Minimum Efficiency Reporting Value. So I was told when we bought this house just to get the cheap stuff. So I get the $2 MERV number 4 filter. So, but those aren't going to filter smoke very well, just particulate that you can see. So we upgraded our MERV rating this morning. I went to the hardware store. I got some 11s, MERV 11s. Okay, here's another one. Air filters delivered. Looks like they sell you air filters. So there's a little graphic that'll help us with the MERV ratings. Alright, so MERV 6, very basic. I usually do a 4 for $2. $2 a filter, lasts 30 days. So we're at 11 now, so it's, it takes care of more stuff, right? Smog and smoke are on the list, the MERV 6 is not, so you can get higher. Then they have this NPR rating as well, so I've got 1000s today. I'll show you that in a minute, and then you can go higher, so there we go. So I went for the filters this morning, and there's actually a little bit of ash on on my truck today, so it's not quite Mount St. Helens or Dante's Peak, that movie with Pierce Brosnan, where he has that cool Suburban and the snorkel and he drives through the river to get away from the lava. That's pretty sweet. And I guess these are wildfires, not volcanoes, but there's still ash. Alright, so here's the outgoing filter. It's a 30-day 20 by 25 by 1. That's just the size of my HVAC. So yeah, this is a 4. And it's just the fiberglass, like woven fiberglass. So it's got a MERV rating of 4, so that'll get dust and stuff like that. $2. I've been using that for quite a while, probably longer than 30 days. But that's what I've been doing. And then here's the incoming filter. So sorry about the fan noise, I'm going to work on that. So it's for my lights. So it's the 1000 MPR. That's microparticle rating. You can go higher. Keep in mind, if you have an older fan system, an older air handling system, it might stress it out, and because the flow is going to be less, so it might stress out your fan and stuff like that. But apparently newer systems will be all right with it. So mine's like 3 years old. So moving on, just heads up there. So yeah, here's the. It's got a MERV rating of 11. Okay, MERV rating 11. It's got some. Flow rates there, but I'm not gonna get into those. And then it has a little graph of kind of what's good. So smoke and smog, it's kind of lower on the list, but it's at least on the list. So these were, I got a 2-pack for like $24, 25. So you can spend more for sure. Okay, so that's just where I slap in the new filter. I've done that. So what you could do is just run the fan in your house on your HVAC, and it should pull inside air, run it through this filter, and get you good to go. So we'll do that, but let's not stop there. Let's do a DIY project today. So got a couple boxes. If you know anything about Amazon, you should have something like that laying around. I got a 2-pack of filters, as I mentioned. So let's see what we can come up with. Alright, here we are, a little update. So I've stitched the 2 boxes together. These boxes came from China. You got the yellow tape. Incidentally, it was a electric skateboard part, so that's fun. So if you're not into HVAC, I'll share that in later videos, so exciting. A little help from Rachel Ray there with a serrated knife out of the kitchen, so let's keep that on the down low. So yeah, I stitched the boxes together with some tape and cut a hole for the filter, which fits nicely in there. It's like almost 25-inch wide right there. So we have, the hole's about 70% of the filter, so that's cool. And then enter the venerable Honeywell turbo fan. So, and the ubiquitous turbo fan. It's $10 or so. We have like 5 or 6 of them around the house, so that's what we use to pump some air through there. So I'm just going to close up most of that and then run the fan through the bottom of that and set it kind of on its side. See how that goes. Quick look on the inside of the box there. If I need to like double stick tape that filter in there, I will, but I want to make sure I can reuse it in my proper HVAC system when I'm done with this silly thing. So here we are. I think it was one of the Batman movies where Danny DeVito as Penguin said, as he held up some taped up, shredded documents, here's what a little bit of tape and a lot of patience can do. So I've pretty much just taped that fan up to the box, and I did actually end up taping the filter on the left side over here, top and then bottom. But then if I go further in, looks like there's some positive pressure holding us back, holding us down. So I don't think there's too much blow by. Bunch of tape. So clearly this is a short run project, right? So I can reuse that filter in my furnace when I'm done. And look at that, it happens to be solar powered today. I plugged it into my off-grid battery bank, so we have solar powered filtration today. So yeah, that's it. I don't know how you measure how effective this is going to be, so we'll see how it goes. We'll put it up in the bedroom tonight and sleep with it overnight. See if we notice anything. But for where I'm at with what I have, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to test how well it works. But it feels good to at least be able to do something, right? Something within your control. Here it is in the living room. Really ties the room together. Alright, so good morning, next morning. So yesterday the wind helped us out and pulled a lot of the smoke away back into the mountains. And there it is. We took it upstairs and ran it all night. So I think it helps, but so for, the 10 minutes I spent, probably worth having it, I suppose. We'll see. We're supposed to get more smoke this week, so I'm glad I have it rather than not having it. The MERV 11 filter in the furnace was definitely a good move. So that's kind of a no-brainer, and this was just kind of a quick fun little project. And so that's pretty much it. We'll see how the week goes. That's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching.